Evansville North out in the western part of Indiana, southwestern, I guess you could say. Quite a drive to get out here, but
Definitely just a little bit of a drive.
yeah, just a little bit, but it's nice to finally be here and looking forward to some basketball today. We are looking at the New Albany Bulldogs, who are 9-4 on this season and 15th in the state from the last ranking, going up against the 12-2 Evansville North Huskies. This is going to be a good matchup today. What do you think the keys today are going to be for the Bulldogs?
I definitely think what New Albany needs to focus on the most is just consistency. There's been a lot of inconsistent play throughout games. Shooting has been a little bit of an issue, a little bit of shot selection. There have been some great shot selection, but at other times, shooting has definitely hurt New Albany down in the long run. What about you? What do you think?
Yeah, I do have to agree with you on that. I think shot selection is going to be a big thing tonight, especially going into the first half. There's a lot of games this season where the Dogs a little dry in the first half, as well as on the shooting efficiency side. So I think if they're able to clean up the shooting efficiency in the first half and play a better, more well-rounded game, I think it's going to be a lot easier for the Dogs to emerge victorious tonight.
I agree completely. I also think New Albany just needs to start off well. Like you said, like you mentioned a little bit, there have been a lot of games New Albany just hasn't started off on their strongest note. And I feel as though if New Albany comes out of the gate hot and comes out of the gate making their shots, I feel like this could be a very long night for Evansville North.
Right, I agree. And one of the biggest things that I always talk about on the broadcast, I'm usually on the broadcast with Cooper Jaggers, but he is unfortunately not with us tonight.
I'm a bit of a guest here on boys basketball. I'm typically covering the New Albany girls team.
He's got
a lot of their games.
Yeah, he's got his big swim HHC
swim meet.
HHC tomorrow, so he's got to be all rested for that. But yeah, on one of the things that I usually talk about him with is complementary basketball. Playing good on both sides of the ball. If you play well on defense, it's going to impact your offensive performance, just going to give you more opportunities, especially just fast break opportunities is a big thing that you can create from defense. And when you play offense better, you have less time on defense, so that's going to be another big thing. I guess one thing we'll cover is what do you think the Huskies can do today to better help them against the Bulldogs defense, who has been very impressive. Some would say it's the torture chamber this season. It's sometimes not, sometimes others, but yeah. What do you think is going to work for them tonight?
I think the best thing Evansville North can do to shut down this New Albany Bulldogs offense is just force New Albany to take bad shots, force New Albany to take outside corner shots, close down the paint. I feel as though just forcing shots, marking players close, not leaving any open shots will definitely be a huge advantage to Evansville North. Just forcing New Albany to take bad shots, because in the past New Albany has struggled a little bit with taking a few of those bad shots. So if Evansville North could capitalize on it, it could be very beneficial to them tonight.
Right. If they're able to, I think one of the other keys for them is going to be able to shut down the star player of the Bulldogs, Noah Washington, the president.
Absolutely.
If they're able to shut him down early, that's going to do a lot for the morale of the Bulldogs as well coming out of the half. Usually they've been pretty good about bouncing back in the second half, so I think one big thing for the Huskies is going to be able to stop the inevitable run from the Bulldogs at half if they were to go into the half at a deficit, because that's usually when they have their biggest burst of energy is coming out of the half. But yes, very exciting matchup we've got tonight. We'll have the starting lineups in a moment, as right now we are awaiting the Bulldogs to come out of the locker room. Evansville Huskies doing a little bit of pregame hype there as they take the court now.
Yes. As we just said, we're still waiting for New Albany to come out on the court. We had an overtime JV game before this game.
Yes,
pushed the delay of it. An exciting JV game, a high-scoring
very exciting JV game. I did write down the score. It got 76-72 W for the New Albany Bulldogs. And normally you do not see JV games getting to that high of a score. But
not even close to that high of a score. Like 57-55 was a decently high-scoring JV game. It was a very good game.
It was an absolute throwdown, and at the end, bodies were hitting the floor under
the
basket.
I know. Coaches were yelling.
No whistles were being blown.
No.
They were letting them play through that last bit there. But yeah, very exciting.
A lot of timeouts too.
Very exciting pregame. It's like the appetizer for a big meal. You're about to have big meal, got that little appetizer there.
And that has to fire you up as New Albany, too. Watching your JV put up that crazy of a fight, that did not look like a JV game. It looked like a varsity game with how loud the fans were. The players were loud. Coaches were loud. It was intense.
It's New Albany sporting the all-black uniforms today. I think these are probably my favorite uniforms out of the uniform selection so far. I think, do we just have the white and black, or do we have another one? I want to say we have a gray, but I don't think that's right. I don't think I've ever seen a spread the gray, but I do like the all-black uniforms.
I agree. I think the all-black is definitely the nicest uniforms we have. They're very clean looking, very simple, but very clean.
Yeah, they do look clean. Who are we going to watch tonight? Reese McKee, the glue man. If he is playing well, the team is playing well. What are your thoughts on him?
He is the piece on the court that holds that team together. He is what truly connects the offense, because New Albany has several extremely talented players. Like you were mentioning earlier, Noah Washington is absolutely their star on offense and really defense. But Reese McKee kind of ties the whole offense together. He makes it click. He gets the ball moving throughout the court. He might not be the highest scorer. If you look at his stats, he might not impress you, but you have to watch him play in person to really understand the impact he has on that team.
And when he needs to be, he can become a scorer.
Oh, absolutely.
And the other day he did need to be with 21 points against I don't know what team it was. It was a few days ago. But another thing, New Albany is coming off of a loss to Silver Creek. Not a thorough played game. As I was saying, they did come out of the second half with a big run, so that's something that Silver Creek almost succumbed to, but was able to get the victory in the end with 17 points. But it did get close there because, as I was saying, the Bulldogs do come out with a lot of efficiency out of second half, and I think something they've struggled with is coming out with efficiency at the very beginning of the game. Like, the poor shot selection, the stars are not on. It's just something that we really need to look out for today.
I agree completely. But I feel as though, like we've been saying this whole pregame, if New Albany is able to come out with a good start, this could easily be a very long night for Evansville North, which is by no means a bad team at all. However, New Albany, when they are playing well, when they are clicking, they are by far one of the top teams in the state, and they have the talent to back up that team.
Got some Eminem playing, getting us ready for the game now, as it seems the national anthem is about to be played.
Yes, the clock here is ticking down, a little less than 30 seconds left on the warm-ups clock. Teams are lining up for the national anthem. It's about to be a very exciting game, so stay tuned, everyone.
And we will be back right after some underwriting grants with the starting lineups for you.
Underwriting grant sponsors: 323 Inc., 413 Fitness, Abersold Forest, Amanda Braden with Schuler Bauer, Annie Lou's Pet Sitting Service, Auto Warehouse, Awaiting Serenity Massage Therapy, LLC, Be Kind Shirts, Bliss Travel, Inc., Bulldog Tax Service, Inc., Caesars Foundation of Floyd County, Calumet Club, Camp Quality Kentuckiana, Candy Pierce with Jan Schultz Realtors, Casa of Floyd County, and Chestnuts and Pro.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: CLLB Law, Clarksville Little Theater, A Clean Start LLC, Cody and Neely Law Office, Copier Mart, Cornerstone Foundation and Waterproofing LLC, Derby Dinner Playhouse, Discovery Time 2, EatSleepWrestle.com, Encore School of Music and Arts, English Roofing, First Harrison Bake, Floyd County Animal Rescue League, and the Floyd County Library.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: Cause Body Shop, Knights of Columbus, Kraft Sporting Goods, LP Marketing, Legacy Pizza, Libs Paving Company, Limelight Photography, Lorch Neville Ward LLC, Louisville Orthopedic Clinic, Louisville Telegrams, Lion Roofing, McKinney Law Office, Mansion 1886, Maple Manor Christian Home, and Mariposa Consignments.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: Mathis Pharmacy, Maxwell's House of Music, Myers White Incorporated, Midtown Print Company, Miracle Method Surface Refinishing, Mustard Seed, City of New Albany, the New Albany Housing Authority, the New Albany Lions Club, the New Albany Professional Firefighters Union, New Washington State Bank, The Odd Shop, Olmsted Parks Conservancy, and Olive Tree Resources.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors. Our Place Drug and Alcohol Education Services, and What Message Are You Sending? Paget Inc., Pearl Street Treats, Periago Orthodontics, Plainview Cleaners, Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local 502, Richard Poe Family Dentistry, Red Barn Antique Mall LLC, Remax Ability First, Elliot Quillo and Marlena White, Rub & Butts, Ruoff Mortgage, Sacred Rose Medicinals, Samsel Sound DJ and Videographer, and Shad Law.
This athletic broadcast.
And welcome back. Welcome back to the boys basketball right here on 88.1. This is still the Bulldog pregame show underwritten by Ruoff Mortgage, as we are about to take a look at our starting lineups for the Bulldogs. We have number 0, Reese McKee, the glue man himself, looking for a big game out of him tonight. And then we've got Noah Washington starting at guard as well. Number 3, Carson Studemeyer starting at guard. TJ Washington, number 5, the vice president. And then we have Seth Winslow at the 5 under the basket doing all the dirty work. Looking for a big game out of him tonight, as well as we await the Huskies starting 5 now.
Yes, definitely looking for a big game out of these New Albany boys tonight. They have the opportunity to really make up for that rough Silver Creek loss. Starting for Evansville North tonight will be number 1, Cena Gore. It will be number 10, Greg Petrick. It will be number 11, Sieb Johnson, as we await for them to announce the next 2. It will be number 30, Bryson Chapman. And lastly, it will be number 31, Tyler Music.
Just from the looks of it so far, it looks like that New Albany is not going to be outsized tonight. Pretty even on the size side. New Albany has had quite a few games this season where they were just outmatched by sheer size, and they were able to pull off a few of those victories. But as long as they're physical tonight, it does not look like that is going to be a problem for the Bulldogs. So looking for big performance on defense by the Dogs tonight. That is what I'm looking for.
It is almost exactly evenly matched. Each person is
Right.
almost
There's
the
like
exact
there's like
same
somebody
height
matching
as
them. Yeah.
their player on the other team. It's almost exact. It's kind of crazy.
And the tip is won by New Albany. So Reese McKee is looking to take the ball up, gives it to Studemeyer, rolling to the right. TJ Washington surveys. Pass to Studemeyer. Studemeyer looking for a shot, guarded closely as TJ Washington drives in, kicks to Seth Winslow. Little two-pointer there by Seth.
Definitely a great start for New Albany. As we were mentioning earlier, they've struggled to start with that momentum, but that is an amazing way to come out of the tip-off, get some points up on the board early.
Gore's looking to distribute. Excuse me.
And Evansville North taking their time here to set up an offense, just trying to get something going. That is stolen.
Ball is stolen by Winslow. Winslow looking to shoot, slows down the offense there a little bit as Winslow has the ball tipped away.
That will stay New Albany's ball, however. A great start for Seth Winslow with the first points of the game and the first steal of the game for New Albany.
Just a little jump there to destroy the passing lane as the ball is kicked into Reese McKee, who gets it to Studemeyer, who almost goes out of bounds, and Studemeyer has the ball taken away by Pedrick.
A great momentum shift there for Evansville North. If you're a Huskies fan, that's exactly what you're looking for as New Albany came out hot to start.
Oh,
But
McKee gets the steal, driving up, and he is going to take this one all the way for a nice lay there.
And right back on defense, a great start for the Bulldogs, 4-0 with over 6.5 minutes left here at Evansville North. Chapman
with the ball, looking to go up. Winslow falls, takes the shot, and bounces off the back of the rim. But then, it is rebounded, and there's a shot by Gore, a three-pointer that is short, and the ball is going to go out of bounds and stay with Evansville. Little tipped off Studemeyer there with a little bit of back and forth under the basket, trying to get that rebound.
Yes, there were a lot of hands who were on that ball trying to get the rebound in, but it eventually just got tipped out as Studemeyer went to try and throw it back inbounds.
Chapman looking to inbound. Gets it to Peterick. Oh, Winslow tips it away, out of bounds. It's going to stay with Evansville.
But still a great reach in just to get the ball, just to frustrate Evansville North. Just break up that offense, make them start from out of bounds.
And pass into the backcourt for Johnson, who is going to look to set up the offense now. So far, a disruptive defense for the Bulldogs as Reese McKee is guarding heavily on Chapman there.
Just nothing is open right now for Evansville North. New Albany doing a great job shutting all their looks down.
Oh, and Gore drives it to the basket, and it hits the bottom of the rim as Studemeyer's taking it up, looking to go fast, but then slows down. McKee kicks it to the corner, looks, almost takes a shot there, hits a
Ooh, a beautiful.
Nice little move by McKee in there to get the ball in the cup. It is now 6-0, New Albany lead. A shot there by Chapman, no good, bounces off the rim again. Washington gets the rebound, hits it to McKee. McKee is moving with pace, almost loses the ball there.
And he will be fouled by...
He was fouled there by Chapman there at the end. As there's going to be a substitution, McKee is going to come out for his brother, Ashton McKee, now.
Yeah, yes, he will. He will come out for his brother, Ashton. That was a hard foul there, just a two-hand shove. Frustration already building for Evansville North as New Albany has shut down just about any offense they have had going.
Studemeyer almost gets the three, doesn't take it. Washington looking to drive, drives it all the way to the cup. Nice little move to slither under there, and TJ Washington with his first points of the game.
It is currently 8-0. The Bulldogs on top of Evansville North here, and Evansville North's home court.
New Albany setting a trap there, able to get it out actually to Chapman, who is going to take it up now. Gore fakes a three, drives it into the cup. Nice little lay there that bounces out. Studemeyer gets the rebound, and he is taking it from coast to coast, and he's going to get an easy bucket there.
And that's going to be a timeout
by Evansville North.
Frustration clearly already building as these Evansville North players are coming onto the bench frustrated. It is 10-0 with 4 minutes and 44 seconds left to go.
And we're going to take a short break and be right back with you in a moment.
Cast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsor: Schmidt Furniture, Schneck Mental Health and Wellness, Sharp Images Spa and Salon, Stephanie Young Counseling Services, Sword Sport and Wellness, and Sounds Unlimited Productions.
Sweet Stuff Bakery, Talk to the Tail Pet Salon, Happens, Toby's Lawn and Landscape, County Councilman Tony Taran, Touchdown Business Solutions.
And welcome back to boys basketball on 88.1 as we are coming out of the timeout from Evansville North. Looking to inbound now. New Albany is bringing full court pressure on this, so that's going to be interesting to see. Inbounded to Chapman, who is looking, but all the passing lanes are distributed. Winslow is guarding up heavily. Little trap there by TJ Washington, but they are able to finally get it up as Johnson is the ball handler here, guarded by McKee. Ashton, that is. Really taking his time with the ball. Oh, and misreads the pass. Almost goes back into the backcourt.
Almost another steal by Winslow, who has been a massive defensive presence this game so far for the Bulldogs.
Oh, and that's going to be a shot made there by Gore. That's going to be a three-pointer for him.
They will cut the lead to 7, 10-3. The Bulldogs on top of the Huskies here at Evansville North with a little under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Washington almost takes a three there, but gets it back to Studemeyer. And TJ Washington in the corner takes a contested three and gets it right over the head of Johnson there, who is now going to take the ball, and a trap by McKee, and TJ Washington loses the ball. Stolen by Studemeyer. Studemeyer is going to go up and drive it straight to the cup for an easy lay.
15-3. The Bulldogs still on top of the Huskies after a 5-point run there in response to the singular three-pointer Evansville North has made. And again, stuck in the backcourt is the Huskies.
And Peterick is going to take it up, miss the lay. Rebounded by Winslow, who's going to slow the pace down a little bit, get it to Ashton McKee in the corner. Back to Winslow. Gets it to TJ Washington, eventually to Noah. Noah's looking to drive here. He is going to take it all the way. No good. A little bit of contact there, but no foul. As New Albany is still pressuring in the backcourt, and then Smith is going to take it up, kick it to Gore on the outside, who is looking for Smith again, who is going to think about it for a second, take the three, and then bounce short off the rim. And that's going to be Chapman there making the shot. A little contested there, but did end up settling after a long possession as TJ is looking to slow it down here.
And that will cut the lead to 10. The Bulldogs still on top of the Huskies.
Washington. McKee drives in, misses the easy lay. Not super contested there, but they are going to stay in the backcourt with their man. I think New Albany has fallen off pressure a little bit, but still bringing it. Winslow is going to set the trap. Gore takes it, passes to Smith, makes an easy bucket there.
And that's twice in a row New Albany has gotten burned with the backdoor cut just to the basket. It's definitely hurt them with how aggressive they are playing because it leaves the risk of that being open.
Yeah, good start here for New Albany offensively, and I think defensively as well. McKee looks to pass, makes a little bit of a lazy pass there, but Winslow is able to gather it. Winslow is taking it all the way to the cup. Nice move there by Winslow. Crosses a man up and makes the bucket.
And a great response there by New Albany. Bring the lead back to 10, 17-7. The Bulldogs on top with a minute and a half left to go.
And Smith taking the
ball.
First quarter. Hits it to Gore in the corner. Gore thinking about the three over Studemeyer, but doesn't take it. Chapman, corner three, fakes it, drives in. Back to Smith. Smith is looking for a man to pass to. Gets it to Chapman. Chapman takes a deep three, and it's good. Right over the head of Studemeyer from the volleyball line. And TJ passes into Studemeyer. Noah Washington drives it in, looks for a shot, and he is going to get it right over the head of Smith. Tough bucket there, and a good take by Washington. As Evansville's moving with pace but misses the pass. It gets to Studemeyer, passes to McKee in the corner, who was going to think about the three but then not take it. Gets it to Winslow under the cup, back out to TJ, who was going to take it all the way in, but it is blocked by Chapman there. Smith is going to take it all the way up. Is he going to shoot this? No, he's going to pass it out, but it is mishandled, and so New Albany is going to retain possession with 35 seconds left to go, leading 19-10.
I believe that pass was intended for Greg Petrick for the Huskies. However,
yeah.
It was just over his head. He got a couple fingers on it, but nothing he was really able to do.
Yeah,
that was high and wide.
That was going for Petrick, but Johnson intercepted it on the way. Thought it was for him, and that just rolled out of bounds. As Reese McKee has checked into the game now, as well as Grayson Grubbs and Mayfield. Grubbs with the ball under the basket, kicks to Ashton McKee. Looking for his brother Reese, gets him. As Noah Washington maybe looking for the last shot here, but no, pulls a deep one and is way short, hits the front of the rim with 15 seconds to go. A little bit of a puzzling shot there, but Peterick is going to take it up, hit a little jumper, and it is going to bounce in off the front of the rim and then the backboard as Washington is going to take a half-court heave, and that is going to fall no good. And we will be right back with you in a moment.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: 2 Grand Piano, Uncommon Cups and Cones, Valley View Golf Club, Westmoreland Pharmacy, The Wishing Well Thrift Store, Wordsmith Bakery, Young at Heart Christian Preschool, and Your Salon of the Knobs.
This broadcast of New Albany Athletics on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: 323 Inc., 413 Fitness, Abersold Forest, Amanda Braden with Schuler Bauer, Annie Lou's Pet Sitting Service, Auto Warehouse, Awaiting Serenity Massage Therapy, LLC, Be Kind Shirts, Bliss Travel Inc., Bulldog Tax Service Inc., Caesars Foundation of Floyd County, Calumet Club, Camp Quality Kentuckiana, Candy Pierce with Jan Schultz Realtors, Casa of Floyd County, and Chestnuts and Pro.
Welcome back to boys basketball here on 88.1 WNAS, where we are going into the second quarter with the Bulldogs leading 19-12 now. An impressive offensive outing from the Bulldogs in that first quarter there. What did you see?
It was definitely an amazing start for the Bulldogs. Came out, Seth Winslow immediately put points on the board and then got a steal for New Albany. And New Albany has been playing extremely aggressive defense so far. That has definitely paid off.
Chapman with the ball. Little trap there by Mayfield. Takes it in. Hits it back out to
And New Albany still playing that
Molino.
aggressive zone defense. They are swarming every single North player with the ball, just not letting anything get open. And crowding the paint as well.
Music with the shot. Misses long. McKee is going to take that, and he's got a lot of room in front of him. Takes it all the way to the basket. And there's going to be a push-off foul, so Reese is going to be shooting for 3 there.
Just, again, another great play by New Albany. Reese able to come away with the ball on that breakaway layup and with the potential to make an and one, put the lead to 22-12. It is currently 21-12 with 7.5 minutes left in the second quarter here at Evansville North. Just that aggressive defense is swarming Evansville North, forcing them to take those outside shots, which we've seen them hit a couple of. But overall, it's been a struggle for the Huskies so far.
And Reese is going to drain that free throw, as the Huskies are looking to get started in this second period now. No production as of so far, as New Albany's defense is still getting up. McKee tips it, but the shot is ultimately going to be taken by Chapman to an easy bucket there after New Albany's defense was a little messed up there.
And 22-14, the Bulldogs are still on top of the Huskies.
McKee is looking to set up a play here maybe, but kicks it to Mayfield in the corner, who gets a screen from Studemeyer. And Grubbs has it at the top of the key. Now Studemeyer. McKee, wide open 3. Drains it.
Ashton with the 3, 25-14. 6 minutes and 40 seconds left in the second quarter here at Evansville North. The Bulldogs swarming the Huskies.
Music pass under the basket to Kashmir, who is going to make the easy lay. Not super contested there. It's a little bit of lackadaisical defense by the Bulldogs, but Reese is looking to get some more production on offense as Ashton drives it in, kicks it to Grubbs right under the basket, and makes the easy bucket.
And that is an 11-point lead for the Bulldogs, 27-16. 6 minutes left to go in the second quarter.
Albany's still guarding up heavy as that pass is tipped to McKee to Kashmir, who is going to reset it at the top of the key. Oh, thinks about the shot there for a second as Peterick fakes the shot, drives it in, kicks it out to Villino, who makes the 3 in the corner right over Studemeyer. And McKee is moving fast. McKee going to the cup, hits it to Studemeyer in the corner, takes the 3, and it is short, bounces off the backboard, and is rebounded by Reese, but then loses it. So that is going to be North taking it up. Villino kick to the corner to Kashmir, who is going to slow it down now. Oh, Kashmir's thought about that 3 ball from deep a few times now, has not taken it yet. Chapman driving in on Grubbs, who is going to be trapped there a little bit, and pass it away to Villino, who was guarded closely by McKee.
Still that very aggressive defense we've seen from New Albany all night this far.
And Kashmir drains a 3 from deep.
And now it's only a 5-point lead, 27-22.
Another contested 3 for the Huskies.
That will definitely be an issue for the Bulldogs if they continue that tight press that leaves those open corner 3s, because as we've seen, North is starting to hit them.
And Reese stuck in the corner here a little bit, trying to dribble out of it, is not able to. And the possession is going to go to the Huskies after a tipped ball by Villino. Reese just a little overwhelmed there, didn't know what to do with the ball. And a good trap there by the Huskies.
And that will very, very quickly shift that momentum towards Evansville North. And just definitely not what you want to see if you are a New Albany Bulldogs fan. That aggressive defense is definitely...
Johnson back in the game, looking to dribble up on Reese, but he is not letting anything by him. As Smith takes the wide open 3 from the key, bounces off the back of the rim. It is almost rebounded by Smith again, and tipped by Winslow, who was going to mishandle the ball a little bit, had a man in Noah Washington under the basket, and Noah's going to take the ball, try and drive in, but get the foul called there. I don't know, are they going to call that on the shot? And it looks like they are going to call that on the act of shooting. So Washington is going to be shooting 2 free throws here. No, I'm wrong. He's going to be inbounding the ball.
I believe they called it as he was passing. I think they called it as he was passing rather than shooting.
I thought he was taking a shot.
I think he was trying to pass.
Now Winslow gets the inbound. Gets it to Washington. Thinks about a shot there, but doesn't take it. It's Washington with the ball again at the top of the key, driving in. And he's going to take that all the way and get a nice contested shot there.
29-22, 4 minutes left to go in the second quarter. The Bulldogs on top of the Evansville North
Johnson is going to be trapped in the corner.
And that's going to be
Pass
stolen.
intercepted by TJ Washington. And then they're going to call, I don't know what they're going to call something, but Winslow is going up for the easy bucket there. But they're going to call an on-the-ground foul before the basket, I believe, on the floor. And so Noah Washington is going to be inbounding the ball instead of the points there.
And that foul is going to be on Lance Smith for the Huskies. I didn't exactly see what the foul was.
No, I didn't see it at all.
I didn't see anything, but that will give New Albany the ball back. So not
Washington
a huge deal if
backing
you're a New
down,
Albany fan.
settles for a floater. Not super pretty there, but it is going to stay possession. New Albany after Seth Winslow mishandles the rebound a little bit. But I think that was eventually tipped out by Gore for the Huskies. Inbounded to McKee in the corner. Washington trying to break free, but McKee is going to drive that in, pass it away, but the pass is going to be intercepted by Vignolo. Oh, almost stolen by McKee. As Johnson is going to drive into the cup and is fouled by TJ Washington on the way and makes it, so he is going to be looking at an and one right here.
Definitely, New Albany just got burned on that possession. That aggressive defense, which has been helping them out so much, that press, they had several players stuck up in the backcourt. So Johnson for the Huskies was able to drive in and get the shot with the foul. And Johnson will shoot his first.
That's good. And they're going to let subs go in now as Winslow is looking to inbound. We got a full court press by the Huskies now. So TJ Washington is looking to pass. Gets it to Mayfield. Mayfield to Sudermeyer. Nice little pass under the basket for a crafty layup by Stude.
A great play if you're New Albany there. A great way to break the press and get that easy layup. 31-25, the Bulldogs on top.
Oh, Vignolo almost fouled there, but no call on Mayfield. And there's going to be a missed shot by Peterick. And it's going to stay with the Huskies on the inbound, and Chapman is going to get a tough lay right off the rebound. Very contested there, an impressive shot. And Winslow is trapped, fouled.
And Winslow had that rebound under the basket. However, it was just ripped away from him as he had two Huskies on him, and they were able to get the ball back and the shot.
And New Albany is one away from the bonus now.
With a little over 2 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in the second quarter here at Evansville North. The Bulldogs still on top of the Huskies, 31-27.
Jaden Sharp is getting his first minutes of the game. He's going to be inbounding the ball here. Looking for TJ Washington in the backcourt. Gets him, but barely with the defense for Peterick, who is still pressing up heavy. Eventually passes away to Jaden Sharp. Wide open three. And it's short, but Studemeyer is fouled under the basket.
No, they're not going to call a foul. They're going to
foul.
call out of bounds. So that will be Evansville North ball.
It
However, that
looked like he was fouled under the basket, but there was no call there.
He definitely looked like he was pushed, and
full
he
court
ended
defense
up
by New Albany.
Down on the floor.
Mayfield on Johnson. 2.5 minutes remaining. Johnson is maybe looking for a shot here, but Vignolo takes a deep three, and it's long. And it's going to be rebounded by, there's a Studemeyer after Jaden Sharp had struggle handling the ball. And then Studemeyer is going to be fouled there at the end of the play by Vignolo as he was taking it up past half court.
And Vignolo better be careful there as he immediately after the foul got in the ref's face and started mouthing off at him. So if that
definitely
continues,
something you want to watch out for.
definitely something Evansville North will need to watch out for.
And that is going to be New Albany in the bonus now, so Studemeyer is going to be taking 2 shots here. Still 2 minutes remaining.
31-27 still. The Bulldogs have a 4-point lead.
A little bit of trouble to be in the bonus this early in the quarter.
Absolutely. And not a great way to start with so many of the Evansville North starters already racking up several fouls on them. It's been a very hands-on physical game so far here at Evansville North.
It's only a 5-point deficit, but it definitely feels like more than that.
It definitely does, especially with how
As
aggressive North is playing. And
Studemeyer drains both of them to make it a 6-point game now.
New Albany still with a full court press. Very aggressive defense as all 5 of their players are in the backcourt.
And Kashmir is going to run into a little bit of trouble there. And there's going to be a foul on TJ Washington as Peterick was handling the ball, trying to get it out.
Just a reach-in foul.
Almost deflected the ball from Peterick there, but
not an intentional foul. If he would have hit the ball, it would not have been called, but he hit a little bit of the arm, so just going to be a basic reach-in foul, but not anything egregious.
As New Albany's falling back a little bit on defense, TJ Washington is still going to take it up and play this heavy style of defense that New Albany likes to sit in. Peterick drives to the cup, loses the ball as he was attempting to pass it to Chapman. The ball is now with McKee, who gets it to Washington, who deals a bad pass to Studemeyer under the basket. And New Albany's going to retain possession because I believe that was tipped by the Huskies.
I believe so. I believe it went off his arm. I believe it went off of Chapman's arm.
A little bit of a wild pass there by Washington to try and kick it to Studemeyer. Good man being open there, but just not the right pass.
Just a pass in transition.
And Washington is going to take that bucket. Nice little move there. That is a sweet bucket there for Washington. That's going to feel great.
Absolutely, and that brings
Chapman
the lead back to
takes it up, fouled by McKee. It's going to be a blocking foul there for him. A little push off.
Still an 8-point lead for the Bulldogs, 35-27, a minute and a half left to go in the second quarter. As Peterick is inbounding the ball for the Huskies.
Gore with the ball, guarded by Jaden Sharp closely. And a misread there. I believe that was intended for Chapman, but he rotated out to the perimeter, so a misread pass there by Kashmir. So New Albany is going to get possession of the ball, and the Huskies have fallen back into traditional defense now as Ashton McKee looks to inbound to Washington.
And New Albany has the opportunity to drain a lot of time off this clock. There's only a couple seconds, over a minute left in the second quarter as New Albany holds an 8-point lead on the Huskies.
Washington looking to drive in. He is going to settle for a deep three, and it's short again for the second time of the game. Peterick is going to take that all the way to the cup and is fouled in the body, and he's going to make that. That is a tough and one right over Jaden Sharp there.
And
New Albany side of the gym not happy with that call.
No, New Albany was definitely looking for a charge there.
A travel.
Oh, travel.
And the referees are going to talk about this for a moment, but I do not expect that it will be overturned.
No, definitely not.
So Peterick is going to be looking to close off that tough leg with another point tacked on at the end. 56 seconds to go in the second quarter. Bulldogs leading by 6 right now. Let's see if Peterick can change that. And he does. Makes the free throw.
And Evansville North will return to a full court press here as Ashton McKee is about to inbound the ball for the Bulldogs whenever the ref gives him the ball.
McKee taking the ball, gets it to Studemeyer, who gets it to Washington, who dunks the ball right under the basket, sitting there just waiting for the right pass, and he got it.
Completely open as well. Just a breakdown on defense for Evansville North to give New Albany a 7-point lead back, 37-30. And New Albany swarming everyone who has the ball
Gore
for
thought about the open
North.
three, drives it in, makes a tough shot, but does not go in. And Chapman is going to look for the shot here, but he is trapped, so he is going to kick it back to the outside to Johnson, who is going to slow it down and likely look for the last shot here with 15 seconds to go. Let's see who do they go to for the last shot.
Not a lot of movement on Evansville North.
Oh, Johnson's going to take it himself, kicks it out to Gore in the corner. 4 seconds to go, missed pass. Jaden Sharp, is not able to get it, and then a throw up by Chapman that is going to miss the backboard. And that is going to be the first half for you. Welcome to the Heather Robertson Realty halftime show now, as we are coming in to analyze the first half of the game. What an exciting game. Actually, we'll join you in a moment. You're listening to WNAS 88.1 New Albany, and we will do the halftime show when you return.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: CLLB Law, Clarksville Little Theater, A Clean Start LLC, Cody and Neely Law Office, Copier Mart, Cornerstone Foundation and Waterproofing LLC, Derby Dinner Playhouse, Discovery Time 2.
Eat Sleep, Wrestle.com, Encore School of Music and Arts, English Roofing, First Harrison Bake, Floyd County Animal Rescue League, and the Floyd County Library.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: Cause Body Shop, Knights of Columbus, Kraft Sporting Goods, LP Marketing, Legacy Pizza, Libs Paving Company, Limelight Photography, Lorch Neville Ward LLC, Louisville Orthopedic Clinic, Louisville Telegrams, Lion Roofing, McKinney Law Office, Mansion 1886, Maple Manor Christian Home, and Mariposa Consignments.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: Mathis Pharmacy, Maxwell's House of Music, Myers White Incorporated, Midtown Print Company, Miracle Method Surface Refinishing, Mustard Seed, City of New Albany, the New Albany Housing Authority, the New Albany Lions Club, the New Albany Professional Firefighters Union, New Washington State Bank, The Odd Shop, Olmsted Parks Conservancy, and Olive Tree Resources.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: Our Place Drug and Alcohol Education Services and What Message Are You Sending? Paget Inc., Pearl Street Treats, Periago Orthodontics, Plainview Cleaners, Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local 502, Richard Poe Family Dentistry, Red Barn Antique Mall LLC, Remax Ability First, Elliot Quillo and Marlena White, Rub & Butts, Ruoff Mortgage, Sacred Rose Medicinals, Samsel Sound DJ and Videographer, and Shad Law.
Welcome back to the Heather Robertson Realty Halftime Show here on WNAS 88.1 New Albany. Exciting first half for the Bulldogs as they are leading 7 by 7 going into the half, 37-30 that is. What did you see in the first half that you liked out of the Bulldogs?
The Bulldogs came out immediately off of the tip-off with extremely aggressive defense. They are pressing nearly a full court press every possession. They're playing in a nice zone that is just shutting all of Evansville North's attack open. Evansville North is relying a lot on movement off the ball, and New Albany is just shutting all of it down, forcing Evansville North to take those deep threes, which although they have hit a few of, they've missed more than they've hit with those deep threes. So definitely a great defensive plan and attack by the Bulldogs so far. What have you seen, Ethan?
And offensively wise, I'm very impressed with the Bulldogs. I feel like their shot selection has been a lot better than it has been in previous games. So, very impressed by the shot selection by the Bulldogs specifically. And in offense, there hasn't been a lot of, long, drawn-out design plays. It has been a lot of fast break points from that defense. You were saying that defense that has been so sweltering for the Bulldogs. Complimentary basketball. They're getting easier looks because of the defense that they're being able to produce and getting these turnovers. They're getting a lot of turnovers so far. So that's a big thing. And obviously the North Huskies is going to be looking to bounce back in this second half. How do you think they're able to do that?
I think the biggest thing Evansville North needs to clean up is they need to clean up their offensive plays. A lot of their plays, they've relied on cuts, and as we've seen several times throughout this game, cuts have been missed. Players have cut outside when the point guard was expecting them to cut inside. We've seen a couple missed passes, just passes to where nobody is. They're passing a lot out of expectation of where their teammates should be rather than where they actually are. And with how aggressive New Albany has been playing, it's really hurt North's offensive attack.
Yeah, I have noticed that. There have been quite a few missed passes, like as you were saying, anticipation passes that just haven't worked out in the Huskies' favor. I guess people not being in the right spot could be part of it, but also making sure that your man is actually there before you pass the ball
absolutely.
is another thing.
A lot of blind passes by the Huskies and several turnovers, and New Albany has done a really good job off of capitalizing off of turnovers.
Yeah, I do have to agree with you on that. Now let's take a look at our interstate photo first half statistical recap. We have the scoring leader for the Bulldogs. That's going to be a tie between Carson Sudermeyer and Noah Washington, both with 8 points. Reese McKee, haven't seen him on the floor a lot, but he does have 7 points so far, as well as a steal. 2 steals for Sudermeyer as well. And then we have TJ Washington with 5, Ashton McKee with 3, Seth Winslow with 4, and then a lone 2 for Grayson Grubbs on that nice little lay that he hit earlier in the game. Yeah, those are our scoring leader for the Bulldogs, and I think that going into the second half, I would like to see Reese in the game a little bit more. I'd like to see him getting some more opportunities as well.
Oh, I agree completely. However, I do think with how many players New Albany has had that have scored this game, I think it really represents how well balanced this offense has been this game. The ball has been distributed well. They've had a lot of breakaways, a lot of turnovers that they've capitalized on, and a lot of unselfish play by the Bulldogs this game.
Yeah, that is 7 total scores for the Bulldogs. And then over here on the North Huskies side, we have the leading scorer with 9. That is Bryson Chapman, a guy who is getting under the basket, and he is putting back up those offensive rebounds for points, followed closely behind by Carson Cashmere and Vignolo. Not Vignolo, Johnson. Vignolo with 3, as well as Johnson with 3. That is Peterick with 5 and Smith with 5. That 5 from Smith is a little bit surprising. He came off the bench, didn't have a lot of minutes, but he was not shy to take that 3-point shot from the key, and he absolutely drained it over Sudermeyer.
It was a beautiful shot.
It was.
It was textbook.
And there has been quite a few big threes made by the North Huskies, like just deep. I believe some of them were even on the volleyball line. And yeah, those are just great shots. Normally something you wouldn't take, but they have been taking them.
Absolutely, and it definitely has helped the Huskies, as New Albany has shut down any interior play except for a couple backdoor cuts and a couple breakaway layups. But other than that, almost all of North's offense has come from mid-range or outside the 3-point line.
And as we are approaching 2.5 minutes before the game, we are going to take a quick break and then be right with you. You're listening to 88.1 WNAS New Albany Boys Basketball.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsor: Schmidt Furniture, Schneck Mental Health and Wellness, Sharp Images Spa and Salon, Stephanie Young Counseling Services, Sword Sport and Wellness, and Sounds Unlimited Productions.
Sweet Stuff Bakery, Talk to the Tail Pet Salon, Happens, Toby's Lawn and Landscape, County Councilman Tony Taran, Touchdown Business Solutions.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: 2 Grand Piano, Uncommon Cups and Cones, Valley View Golf Club, Westmoreland Pharmacy, The Wishing Well Thrift Store, Wordsmith Bakery, Young at Heart Christian Preschool, and Your Salon of the Knobs.
This broadcast of New Albany Athletics on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: 323 Inc., 413 Fitness, Abersold Forest, Amanda Braden with Schuler Bauer, Annie Lou's Pet Sitting Service, Auto Warehouse, Awaiting Serenity Massage Therapy, LLC, Be Kind Shirts, Bliss Travel Inc., Bulldog Tax Service Inc., Caesars Foundation of Floyd County, Calumet Club, Camp Quality Kentuckiana, Kenny Pierce with Jan Schultz Realtors, Casa of Floyd County, and Chestnuts and Pro.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: CLLB Law, Clarksville Little Theater, A Clean Start LLC, Cody and Neely Law Office, Copier Mart, Cornerstone Foundation and Waterproofing LLC, Derby Dinner Playhouse, Discovery Time 2.
EatSleepWrestle.com, Encore School of Music and Arts, English Roofing, First Harrison Bake, Floyd County Animal Rescue League, and the Floyd County Library.
Welcome back to boys basketball here on 88.1 WNAS New Albany. We are bringing you live coverage from North Evansville with the North Huskies facing off against the Bulldogs. We are quickly approaching the second half. The Bulldogs lead 37-30 going into the second half here. Something that was brought to my attention is the defense of the Bulldogs they're playing. As we were talking about, they have been playing quite well defense, but it has only been about 50% of the time. It seems they're dropping back sometimes, they're pushing up sometimes. This is a little something we saw out of the girls basketball game against Seymour last night. So like to see the Dogs a little more consistent with bringing that pressure, because when they are bringing that pressure, they are getting those turnovers and those fast break points, and that is why the Bulldogs are leading right now, because of those big points. So looking to see that in the second half as the game has started, as Noah Washington is going to get a quick pass to McKee, almost stolen immediately by Johnson, who was fast twitch ready for that. McKee has a look at three but does not take it. Hits it to Studemeyer in the corner, wide open three, and hits it long off the top of the backboard. Good board there by Winslow. No look pass to TJ at the top of the key and drains the three to open the second half, not the first half. Oops.
You were so close. It was so close. You were so close.
I know.
You were halfway there.
Johnson is going to get called for a travel while guarded by Washington in the backcourt. And New Albany is going to get a chance to double up here on points.
And it's already a 10-point lead for the Bulldogs with a great start to the half, 40-30. 7.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
That pass to Winslow, looking to take it. Oh, but no. Noah has a wide open jumper there, and he does not miss those. Early points for Washington here. Oh, it was a desperation heave by Peterick, able to get the ball to Chapman, and then eventually back to him in the corner. I don't know what he saw up court to make that pass, but he saw something. As the pass is intercepted by Peterick, another lazy pass to Studemeyer, who's taking it all the way. Nice move there, little Euro step to the cup. And those are some quick points by the Bulldogs, prompting a quick timeout by the Evansville North Huskies. And what an offensive and defensive performance by the Bulldogs. I mean, what did you see there that was different than the first half?
That was 7 points in a minute by New Albany, and a minute into the second half here, Evansville North is already draining a timeout. Just New Albany was all over Evansville North. They could not get anything going on offense or defense. Just desperation passes. I mean already 2 turnovers?
Yeah, as I was saying, I saw Peterick was over in the corner. He had a little bit of a trap set on him, so instead of trying to get the ball, and he kind of desperation heave, he got lucky, and Chapman was in the area, but then it was passed back to Peterick, and then he made another sloppy pass, which was then intercepted by Studemeyer, who took it all the way to the basket with a nice Euro step. So crazy turn of events by New Albany there, able to get some points, and now they're up 14, 7 points in a little over a minute. Big production by New Albany, who is going to stick with this full-court defense.
I mean, they might as well with how effective it's been so far.
And Winslow is guarding Chapman closely, not letting him get a lot of space. Music looking to pass to Gore. Resets the play. Vignola with the ball in the corner, guarded closely by Winslow. Tips it away. That is going to stay with the Huskies, though. Good hand action there by Winslow to poke that one away. As Vignola looks to pass it in now. And dangerous pass there, intercepted by Winslow, just sloppy. Winslow, no-look pass to McKee, who is fouled while going up.
That was a hard foul.
Fouled by Music there. Ran into him completely with the body, and he is not happy with that call whatsoever.
But it was completely a foul, just a frustration, too. He just threw his whole body at McKee.
Yeah, chirping at the New Albany bitch there a little bit, I saw.
Yeah, just frustration.
Shoot 2 free throws now. As the first one is unluckily falls out, hits the front of the rim and then the back.
His second.
And McKee makes the second one easily. As Gore's looking the inbound. Trying to find the open man with this sweltering defense as Washington presses up immediately against Music, who gets it back to Gore. New Albany falling back a little bit, and there's a trap set by McKee and Studemeyer. And the ball is stolen away. Studemeyer has a wide open lay. Oh, goes up for the dunk, but then misses it. But then it's a missed dribble by Chapman. So the possession is going to retain with the Bulldogs. That is an insane miscue by Chapman there. He had a free rebound and just dribbles it out of bounds. I don't even know.
He just dropped it out of bounds. Like, he just let go of it out of bounds.
Studemeyer going for the dunk there instead of just a lay. And Washington drives it in, but it is blocked and fouled, though, by Music. Again, another foul on him, so Washington is going to be going to the charity stripe.
Again, just complete frustration by Evansville North. New Albany is all smiles and laughter out there, as Evansville North is just starting to hack at whoever's shooting, just throwing their whole body at them.
Yeah, that's 2 in a row on Music here. And then the miscue by Chapman to not get the rebound as Washington's first free throw falls short. Smith is going to check in the game now for Gore.
It's interesting they don't take Music out. To me,
yeah,
I
he's
find
got
that
two fouls immediately as Washington makes the second one.
New Albany's still showing a full court press, still all over Evansville North with a 16-point lead.
Evansville North having a lot of trouble with this pressure by New Albany as the ball has finally gotten to Smith. They make a little bit of progress. Vignolo passes away to Chapman, who makes the bucket. A little crafty play there. Got the Bulldogs on their toes a little bit. TJ is going to take it up, almost breaks the ankles of Music, and then Winslow is going to take it into the cup right over the head of Chapman and make another tough bucket. A little bit of trouble on the inbound there as New Albany is pressing up. And Winslow and McKee setting a trap there. Ball is tipped to Smith, who is going to get it up and washed and blocked by Seth Winslow. The shot by Peterick is blocked by Winslow. TJ takes the corner three, drains it, and it's good. An incredible turn of events for the Bulldogs there, prompting a timeout by the North Huskies. And the whole Bulldogs bench has cleared, and they are on the floor now, getting hype with TJ.
51-32.
Oh,
3 minutes into the second half.
We are going to take a quick break to process what just happened there, and we will be back with you in a moment. You're listening to 88.1 WNAS New Albany Boys Basketball.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: Call's Body Shop, Knights of Columbus, Kraft Sporting Goods, LP Marketing, Legacy Pizza, Libs Paving Company, Limelight Photography, Lorch Neville Ward LLC, Louisville Orthopedic Clinic, Louisville Telegrams, Lion Roofing, McKinney Law Office, Mansion 1886, Maple Manor Christian Home, and Mariposa Consignments.
Welcome back to boys basketball on 88.1 WNAS New Albany, where we just witnessed a very exciting turn of events for the Bulldogs. A block by Seth Winslow, prompting the pass up court to Studemeyer, and then TJ Washington with a contested corner three to make the lead. I don't know how to do math.
It was 37 to 30 at the half, and it is now 51 to 34.
Quick bucket by Kashmir there.
5 minutes left to go in the third quarter here at Evansville North.
I completely blanked out. I don't know how to do math. My goodness.
Let me think. Hold on. I'll do it. I got to write it down.
As Studemeyer distributing the ball. Washington looking for a take. Draws the contact. Peterick is going to be flagged or whistled down there.
Okay, I did the math. It's 14 points in
14.
3 minutes for the Bulldogs.
14.
14. And Evansville North has 4.
I've been out of school for too long. I can't do this anymore.
I had to write it down. I had to do the whole writing it down.
It's Washington. Dangerous pass there, intercepted by Peterick, and now Smith is going to take it up. Sorry, that was McKee on the turnover, who is now guarding up closely to Smith. Almost gets a steal there. Kashmir looking to distribute to Peterick in the corner. A couple sloppy passes by him so far, but he is going to take it to the cup there, and it's going to be called A foul on Studemeyer there for hitting him with the body too hard, and that's going to be an inbound by Peterick now. It's already 3 fouls on the Bulldogs.
Not a great way to start off the timeout with fouls for the Bulldogs so far.
Excuse me, that's 1 foul. That is three fouls on the Huskies.
Oh, never mind.
As the inbound is mishandled by Chapman. I believe that was tipped away maybe by Reese McKee, and they're going to inbound again.
Still just that aggressive defense for New Albany, even though they did not get the ball.
Peterick under the basket. No, nice little behind the head lay there for Kashmir, who has 4 points right now in this second half. And TJ is going to look to distribute the ball. Washington wants it and is called for a travel. I thought there was a foul there on Chapman, but I guess that was after the travel. So that is going to be a turnover there by Washington as Reese McKee subs out of the game now for his brother Ashton.
Reese has been in and out of the game for the Bulldogs so far, but when he's been in, he has definitely been an impact player for them.
And Chapman taking it up on 2 defenders, Winslow and Washington. I'm not sure who they called that foul on.
Looks like Washington.
They called it on Washington, who wasn't even. They called it on Winslow. Incorrect, excuse me. Chapman is going to be taking 2 shots here to bring their lead to 38. Now it is 37. We're looking for 1 more here. I guess they called body contact on that foul there. Not a lot of arm or chopping motion. And he makes both of them. Stute is going to inbound now. And the Huskies are going to, well, looked like they were going to fall back, but they are very well staying up with Peterick as Studemeyer gets the pass, looking to take it in. Washington on the corner, fouled, and misses the bucket. They're going to call it on the floor, I believe, before the shot was taken.
Yes, it will be on the floor. So Washington will inbound for New Albany.
And there's going to be a timeout called by New Albany. And we will be back with you in a moment. You're listening to Boys Basketball, 88.1 WNAS New Albany.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: Mathis Pharmacy, Maxwell's House of Music, Myers White Incorporated, Midtown Print Company, Miracle Method Surface Refinishing, Mustard Seed, City of New Albany, the New Albany Housing Authority, the New Albany Lions Club, the New Albany Professional Firefighters Union, New Washington State Bank, The Odd Shop, Olmsted Parks Conservancy, and Olive Tree Resources.
Welcome back to boys basketball here on 88.1 WNAS New Albany. TJ Washington looking to inbound out of the timeout called by Coach Jones. And he's looking for, McKee, who hesitates under the basket a little bit and misses. Chapman is going to take it up on Winslow, but is fouled before the shot. So he is going to be inbounding the ball. McKee had a wide open look, Ashton that is, under the basket from the inbound from TJ, but didn't realize how open he was. And then after he did shoot it, he was contested, so he missed that. Just a little bit of lack of awareness there as Peterick hits it out to the Smith at the top of the key. Smith mishandles, stolen by TJ Washington, and then to Ashton McKee, who is going to give it to Seth Winslow, who is going to take it up and start this offense up. Washington. Winslow looking to pass. Gets it to TJ Washington on the side. Noah Washington is going to drive it in over 2 defenders, makes one fall, and gets the 2 points.
New Albany eased off their press a little bit right there.
Oh, almost a wide open lane there for Music. Does not take it. Kicks it out to Chapman, who is going to push off Winslow a little bit, but doesn't end up looking for the shot. And he is going to drive in Chapman with a attempted Euro step there, and they're going to call a foul on what I do not know, but it is going to be called on Winslow. I did not see any contact there, but
Washington was the one guarding him. So I'm a little confused because Seth was not on the ball or on a man.
Or Chapman is going to shoot 2 more free throws here. And he misses the first one off the front of the rim.
You know what they say, the ball doesn't lie.
Ball don't lie. That's like, you know how many times I hear that at the YMCA? Play basketball there. Ball don't lie, ball don't lie. It's every play.
No, I believe it. Those YMCA games, they get intense.
They do. The defense. Oof. So many fouls that are not called. Who's going to call the fouls? Mayfield and Grubbs in the game now. As Mayfield is going to take it up. Double teamed. Gets it in the corner to Ashton McKee with a wide open 3 and buries it because why not? Oh, McKee almost gets the steal. And the ref is thinking about the possession for a little bit and gives it to the Bulldogs. Yeah, having a little mental battle there about who he was going to give the possession to.
The ref just kind of stopped and looked at them, arguing with him, and just kind of waited. He asked the other ref, and the other ref said, I don't know.
So that was a nice tip there by Reese McKee, the glue man, to get it. Gets it to Grubbs, who gives it to Washington, who is likely going to take this all the way to the cup. And he make the crazy contested shot over Chapman. And that's going to be out of bounds. Out of bounds by Johnson there. And the possession is going to retain with New Albany. Another insane course of event for the Bulldogs. And it just seems like the luck is on their side today.
It is a 29-point game, 58-39. No, I'm lying. It's a 19-point game. I can't do math.
Neither of us can do math. That's okay.
You know, I was thinking 68, and that would have been a 29-point game. But the point anyway is that it's a large lead for the Bulldogs.
I mean, what do you think is happening today? Like, how are the Bulldogs have gotten like I believe 5 lucky breaks just in the past 10 minutes. Like that inbound there was just another miscue by the Bulldogs. Johnson was on 1 foot trying not to fall out of bounds, and I guess his heel must have hit it or something. But the Bulldogs are getting the lucky breaks to fall in their favor, and they have been capitalizing on them now. 2 minutes and about 20 seconds to go in the third period. The Bulldogs are leading 58-39. I believe that was a timeout called by Coach Jones. Just get everybody settled down.
It's just frustrations on Evansville North. You can see it as they're playing. You can see it in the fouls. You can see it on the sideline.
Yeah, they're playing defeated right now.
Absolutely.
McKee inbounds it to his brother Ashton, who hits a little step back 2-pointer. Misses it short, but is fouled by Smith.
And that's, again, those frustrations. Just a choppy, unnecessary foul. He fouled after the shot
was up. After the shot, and then McKee ends up on the floor because Smith just presumably shoulder checked him on his way through.
And as you said, Evansville North is just playing very defeated. They are playing like they've already lost.
As McKee makes the first one.
An interesting thing to note as well, during that timeout, only the head coach of Evansville North was talking to the players, and the assistant coach were arguing with each other off to the side. So just a lot of frustrations all around.
Just an observation there.
Just a quick observation.
I wouldn't have seen that. McKee misses the second one. Brings the lead to 20. I can do that. That's pretty basic math there.
Hey now.
Kashmir really slowing it down here. Chapman takes a deep 3 and drains it. Oh my goodness. This man from 3-point range, he can just anywhere on the court, time and a place, he's going to make it. And Washington gives it to Mayfield in the corner. Back to Washington. Top of the key. Hits McKee as he goes to the side. McKee's going to take that, and that's going to be tipped by Chapman, I believe. But McKee is getting back on defense and pressing up. Oh, nice move by Chapman there to free himself from Ashton. But it's going to be stolen on a pass attempt to Smith. And then it's going to be passed under the basket to Washington, who hits it off of his foot off the pass from McKee there. A lot of pass mishandles by the Huskies. They're just not seeing the lane closures that New Albany is is presenting, and that's resulting in a lot of steals for the Bulldogs. And a missed opportunity there, but they have capitalized on quite a few of the opportunities so far. Little over a minute to go now. It's Chapman on Grubbs. Passes it away to Kashmir. Guarded closely by Washington, who sets a body screen there, but doesn't do anything. That's a shot by Chapman in the corner, who I just said doesn't miss. Missed. And Washington with the tough rebound. And he falls while trying to rebound the ball, and they're going to call travel on him. So it's going to stay with North Huskies. But that was a very athletic play by Washington to get that ball. I guess they saw a double step there, a little double hop step, something. I don't know, but Grubbs gets the board and then is fouled.
Just pushed. Just
Peter
two-hand push. Just straight out of bounds. Again, those frustrations. Evansville North, they just look upset on the court.
Clearly frustrated with how this game is going, and they're going to a
New Albany's already in the bonus.
Ball. Oh, yeah. You're right. That is 6 fouls now.
And we're still in the third quarter. And there's 48 seconds left here in the third quarter, 59-42. 60-42 as Grubbs will hit his first free throw. And he will miss his second.
Oh, almost gets the board there. Oh. Oh, what? An attempted throw off there by Peterick. I guess he succeeded. I didn't see who it went off of, but I guess it must have tipped the Bulldog on the way out or something that Stripes saw. I'm not sure. Peterick is going to be guarded closely by Studemeyer, really trying to take it up, moving with a lot of pace here. Mayfield and Studemeyer setting a trap here. It's tipped away by Reese McKee, who is shutting down those passing lanes, and Peterick is just not able to see McKee. It's like he's invisible on his screen. His screen, I guess, playing 2K or something. But he just can't seem to see him because I believe McKee has multiple steals off Peterick alone. About 25 seconds left to go in the third period. Maybe looking for the last shot here, but I believe, I don't know, Chapman with the ball. Oh, dangerous pass there. Almost intercepted by Mayfield. And what did they call a foul there? I thought that was an out of bounds by Smith. I guess they're going to call a foul on Mayfield, but I did not see a lot of contact there.
I don't know. It looked like Mayfield ran past him and he stumbled backwards out of bounds.
Very stingy officiating the past 5 minutes. Not letting a lot go by. And New Albany.
As we've kind of mentioned, the referees have seen a couple things that we up here, up in the broadcast second level, have not seen. Just food for thought.
Yeah. Smith makes his first one as Evansville North is in the bonus as well. There's 15 seconds to go. See if New Albany is able to get the last shot up here and put 2 more points onto the board to get a 22-point lead. I can't do math. I'm sorry.
No, an 18-point lead.
I just need to stop trying.
We both
TJ
need to stop
dribbling
trying.
Up, gets it to McKee under the basket. TJ Washington, corner 3. It bounces short. And it's going to be a heave attempt by Chapman. It is a little bit short. Almost made that, actually. That was a little too close for comfort, but we will be back in the fourth quarter with more basketball action. You are listening to 88.1 WNAS, New Albany.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors. Our Place Drug and Alcohol Education Services, and what message are you sending? Paget Inc., Pearl Street Treats, Periago Orthodontics, Plainview Cleaners, Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local 502, Richard Poe Family Dentistry, Red Barn Antique Mall LLC, Remax Ability First, Elliot Quillo and Marlena White, Rub and Butts, Ruoff Mortgage, Sacred Rose Medicinals, Samsel Sound DJ and Videographer, and Shad Long.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsor: Schmidt Furniture, Schneck Mental Health and Wellness, Sharp Images, Bond Salon, Stephanie Young Counseling Services, Sword Sport and Wellness, and Sounds Unlimited Productions.
Sweet Stuff Bakery, Talk to the Tail Pet Salon. Happens. Toby's Lawn and Landscape. County Councilman Tony Taran. Touchdown Business Solutions.
This athletic broadcast.
Welcome back to boys basketball here on 88.1 WNAS New Albany. We are going into the fourth quarter now. The Bulldogs lead 60-44 against the Evansville North Huskies. It has been a good game so far. New Albany defensively, that is a shot taken by Kashmir. Very deep three from the volleyball line, misses it. And Winslow is going to have the rebound, but set in a corner. And Studemeyer is going to take that up. Nice little Euro step. Misses it barely, just a little bit long. Not sure if he was trying to bounce it off the glass or just into the cup. And a bad pass there. And it's intercepted by McKee, who misses the wide open lay.
That's twice in a row for the Bulldogs.
And Kashmir is going to be fouled as he goes up with the ball off the rebound from the missed McKee shot, which was wide open. I think he might have been mentally battling whether to try and dunk it or hit a lay and just settled for in between, and it did not go in.
No, but still a great bit of momentum for the Bulldogs.
Kashmir misses the first free throw.
Still 60-44.
That's 16-point deficit.
You got it. That was good.
I had thought about that one in advance, so I wouldn't get it wrong. Kashmir sinks the second one. Little miscues early from the Bulldogs, not able to capitalize on those big opportunities, but they have been doing it all game pretty efficiently, so I'd like to see them bounce back. And I'm sure they will as Washington is guarded closely. McKee fakes the pass. Smith falls for it. As the ball is given to Winslow now. TJ Washington at the top of the key. Looking around, gets it to Studemeyer. Guarded closely by Vignolo. Very handsy there. Pass is intercepted by Peterick and then tipped away on the fast break by Winslow from behind. Great job by Winslow there, preventing the fast break points by Peterick that were inevitable to come. Winslow,
like you said, great second effort.
Almost intercepted there by Winslow, the pass. And Peterick thinks about a shot, fakes it, pushes off McKee a little bit, but misses the jumper. Vignolo gets the rebound to Smith, takes the little floater, high arcing floater, and makes it over some New Albany defenders.
And although it is still a 13-point lead for the Bulldogs, it feels like Evansville North is right back in this game as their offense is clicking, and New Albany's is not thus far.
Noah Washington slowing it down, drives it in, but the ball is taken away from him, but he is going to be fouled in the process on the floor. I guess they said he was in the act of shooting, so that is going to be 2 shots for Washington there. I believe it was a little bit earlier than that, but you've got the call, Stripes.
Definitely. Oh, never mind. They're going to reverse it.
They changed their mind.
You shouldn't have said anything.
I shouldn't have said anything. I should have kept my mouth shut.
You just kept your mouth shut.
It's my bad.
It's okay.
Washington, awful inbound there. I'm sorry. That was just lazy to Winslow, almost intercepted. The pass to TJ, who was absolutely smothered under the basket. Gets it to Studemeyer, who is, I thought he was fouled, but not. And McKee eventually getting the offensive rebound and putting it up for points. Great bounce back play there by McKee to make up for that missed lay earlier. Vignolo almost mishandles. No travel call. There should have been a double dribble, excuse me. Bounces off the knee of Smith. And to Noah Washington, who plays it down over the head of Smith, who mishandled the ball. And then it was eventually stolen by McKee and distributed to Washington, who threw it down. That is his second dunk of the game now. Smith has the ball. Looking to pass. Gets it to Chapman. And is fouled by Winslow. Not a lot of contact there. I really don't know what the refs are seeing on that foul. His arms weren't even extended. I guess they're calling a little bit of
No, they will call that
body.
foul. It looks like on Washington.
Was it off ball? I guess they're going to call an off ball there.
That's Washington's 4th foul, something New Albany definitely needs to be careful about. They switched it to Winslow.
Not sure about that.
I'm remarkably confused.
Winslow has 4 as well, I guess. Smith taking it up, looking for a shot over Braxton Mayfield, who falls. Almost falls, stumbles a little bit, giving just enough space. Washington going to try and take it all the way, but it's just going to be tipped away by Smith. Not a great look there. 2 defenders under the basket. And that's going to be a timeout called by Jones, and we will be back with you in about 30 seconds. You're listening to 88.1 WNAS New Albany.
On WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: 2 Grand Piano, Uncommon Cups and Cones, Valley View Golf Club, Westmoreland Pharmacy, The Wishing Well Thrift Store, Wordsmith Bakery, Young at Heart Christian Preschool, and Your Salon of the Knobs.
This broadcast of New Albany Athletics on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: 323 Inc., 413 Fitness, Abersold Forest, Amanda Braden with Schuler Bauer, Annie Lou's Pet Sitting Service, Auto Warehouse, Awaiting Serenity Massage Therapy, LLC, Be Kind Shirts, Bliss Travel Inc., Bulldog Tax Service Inc., Caesars Foundation of Floyd County, Calumet Club, Camp Quality Kentuckiana, Kenny Pierce with Jan Schultz Realtors, Casa of Floyd County, and Chestnuts and Pro.
This athletic broadcast on
Welcome back to boys basketball here on 88.1 WNAS New Albany, where the Bulldogs lead 64-49 with 5 minutes remaining in the 4th period. Inbound to Studemeyer, who kicks it to Washington at the top of the key. Washington looking to pass, gives it to TJ Washington, who is going to hit McKee. Moving to the side, who is fouled in the act of shooting, and he is going to get 2 shots. Almost makes the and 1 play, but not able to finish after that foul. So McKee is going to be shooting 2 free throws here to try and get the lead to 66.
His first.
Bounces off the front of the rim. No good for McKee. Free throws have been a little bit of trouble for McKee this year. And makes the second one. Usually gets at least 50%, I'd say. I don't have the actual stats, but inbound to Chapman. New Albany falling back on pressure a little bit. Never mind, they set a trap. Another long heave pass by Peterick. Eventually getting it to Johnson, who is going to take a shot, hit the bottom of the glass. And then the ball is a crazy rebound there attempt. There was multiple people hitting the floor. Finally tipped out by Washington. Just seemed like everybody was scrambling to get the ball there. And the Bulldogs just got unlucky with who touched it last. Johnson is going to set it up from the backcourt now. Johnson moving up off the screen. And he's guarded softly by Mayfield, it seems like. And now Washington will switch on to him. And they're going to call a foul there on Mayfield with very little contact on Mayfield to Music.
That was definitely an interesting call. Very, very little.
I don't have a whistle, but some of
contact.
these calls I don't agree with. Chapman. Bucket over Washington. Nice bucket there for Chapman. So McKee is struggling to get it in. Not a lot of opportunities. Eventually got to Mayfield, and Reese is going to take it, and he is just running, sprinting up court. TJ Washington, open corner 3, drains it again from the same corner. TJ Washington on fire from 3.
In the same spot, too.
Somebody get a fire extinguisher. because the vice president has 4 threes. Mishandled there by Kashmir, and the Bulldogs are going to get possession again. The vice president will inbound now. The Iceman to the president himself, Noah Washington. Who is going to set this play up? Oh, bad pass there to straight into the hands of Johnson, who was presumably fouled by TJ Washington.
Johnson ran straight into Washington as Washington was running away from him, and they called the foul on Washington.
Another questionable call by the officiating crew for tonight's game.
Just a lot of questionable calls.
Let them play. Let them play. Johnson is going to take this one up. New Albany bench saying D up. And New Albany will. Washington on to Smith. Guarding closely. Smith is looking to get it out of there. Chapman in the corner. Wide open look. Doesn't take it. Runs into McKee. And they're going to call a charge on him. Offensive foul.
I'm glad that was called a charge because he lowered his shoulders right into his chest.
And good job by McKee taking one for the team, hitting the deck hard, but his team is going to benefit from it. 68-51 with 3 minutes, a little over 3 minutes to go in the 4th period. Bulldogs looking to close it out. Studemeyer is trying to take it up, guarded closely by Smith. Getting a little handsy there. Studemeyer kicks it to Reese McKee in the corner. 3 falls a little short, just barely. And Reese guarding up on Chapman. A lot of contact there, but they're going to call a body foul on McKee as Chapman was driving to the cup.
Another
I don't know.
unique play.
Unique is a word.
Call.
Unique
is
is a word.
Definitely a word. Just
Chapman
interesting.
is going to get more free throws. I don't have the stats with me, but that is a lot of free throws for him, I know. 7 free throws for Chapman on the game. 6. I can't, okay. 6 free throws. I don't know why we I just looked at you and then I got it wrong.
Counting's hard. We've been out of school for a long time.
I'm
Virtual school is
sorry.
barely school.
I'm sorry. Chapman misses the second one. Washington is taking this. He is looking to go fast. Nice finish there by Washington.
That looked like almost goaltending, too.
Chapman brings it up. Corner 3 by Vignolo. Drains it. Wide open look there. TJ Washington takes it up. Little mishandle there. But he is eventually going to settle in. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Guarded closely by Johnson. Able to shake him off a little bit and get the ball away to Studemeyer in the corner. He was guarded by Music. Mayfield had a wide open jumper look, but takes it in. Makes a bucket over the head of Chapman. Off the glass. And that is going to prompt a timeout by the North Huskies. And we will be back with you shortly. You are listening to Boys Basketball on 88.1 WNAS New Albany.
WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors. CLLB Law, Clarksville Little Theater, A Clean Start LLC, Cody and Neely Law Office, Copier Mart, Cornerstone Foundation and Waterproofing LLC, Derby Dinner Playhouse, Discovery Time 2.
EatSleepWrestle.com, Encore School of Music and Arts, English Roofing, First Harrison Bake, Floyd County Animal Rescue League, and the Floyd County Library.
Welcome back to Boys Basketball here on 88.1 WNAS New Albany, where the Bulldogs are leading the Evansville North Huskies 72-54. Little over 2 minutes remaining in the 4th period as the Bulldogs are looking to close this out. And we're going to get started here by an inbound from the North Huskies from Peterick. Very impressive offensive outing for the Bulldogs. A few missed opportunities, but other than that has been a clean game offensively for the Bulldogs. As well as some passing lanes have been shut down. Peterick takes it up slowly to a new face we haven't seen in the game. Ayan Patel, who takes a deep three and misses very long.
Very flat shot.
Yeah, very interesting shooting for him. As Noah Washington takes it up. Tough contested bucket there. Not a great look. Takes it, Grubbs. Gets the board, takes it in. Misses a shot, misses another one. But Washington is able to get in there, get the board, and put it up. Grubbs missed 2 there off the offensive rebound until Washington was able to swoop in. And that is going to be an and one for him. Looking to make that a 3-point play. Impressive by Washington to have the awareness. Realized Grubbs was struggling under the basket there and swoop in and save the day.
And he was fouled by Musich for Evansville North.
Seen a few fouls out of him. As we are getting minutes from Markel Casey now. I've not seen him in the game yet. And New Albany is going to be subbing in some new faces. Corbin Crone, Ashton McKee, Xavier Harvey, Grayson Grubbs, and Mayfield will stay in the game. Patel thinks about the three, doesn't take it. Patel takes it, misses off the backboard, or off the back of the rim again. Scott, deep three, no good. Ball is kicked around a little bit on the rebound. It's going to retain possession with New Albany. Tanner Garman and Vince Baker are going to be checked into the game now.
And New Albany has all of its starters out.
Little over a minute to go as New Albany is sealing the deal here in Evansville North. Patel looking for another three, already missed 2, but it is going to be taken in there by Q Pauly, who hits the back or the underside of the rim, but is fouled in the process by an anonymous Bulldog that I do not know. I did not see. Oh, that will be number 32, Vince Baker, with the foul. And misses that one. Vince Baker with the rebound to Tanner Garman. Looks for a three, takes it, no good, it's short. And pass to Patel, soars out of bounds.
Just a heave out
but
to
I guess,
the corner.
it was tipped by Garman there, and so that is going to be possession North. Q Pauly looking to inbound here. Gets it to Patel, takes another three, and misses his 3rd three of the game. Vince Baker passing up, dangerous pass, intercepted by Patel, who might be looking for another three. 33, that is Jackson Scott, makes the three, finally. Some life out of the offense of the North Huskies. Grayson Grubbs taking it over, pass over to Tanner Garman. Mishandled a little bit, Xavier Harvey wide open. Doesn't do anything with the ball. Tanner Garman open, takes it to the cup, tries to pass it to Corbin Crone, but that is going to be intercepted there by Jackson Scott. Some lazy passes by the Bulldogs now.
Definitely very, very sloppy work by New Albany.
And that's going to be a shot that goes very long.
That was
by Jacoby Cooper. Air balls, doesn't hit anything, and Corbin Crone is going to dribble out to finish this game with your final score being New Albany 75 and the Evansville North Huskies 57. We will be back in a moment with the Candy Pierce and Jan Schultz Realtors postgame show. But for now, you're listening to 88.1 WNAS New Albany.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: Cause Body Shop, Knights of Columbus, Kraft Sporting Goods, LP Marketing, Legacy Pizza, Libs Paving Company, Limelight Photography, Lorch Neville Ward LLC, Louisville Orthopedic Clinic, Louisville Telegrams, Lion Roofing, McKinney Law Office, Mansion 1886, Maple Manor Christian Home, and Mariposa Consignments.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: Mathis Pharmacy, Maxwell's House of Music, Myers White Incorporated, Midtown Print Company, Miracle Method Surface Refinishing, Mustard Seed, City of New Albany, the New Albany Housing Authority, the New Albany Lions Club, the New Albany Professional Firefighters Union, New Washington State Bank, The Odd Shop, Olmsted Parks Conservancy, and Olive Tree Resources.
Welcome back to boys basketball here on 88.1 WNAS New Albany. We are now in the Candy Pierce with Jan Schultz Realtors postgame show. And what a game. We just saw the final score, I believe, was 75 to, I don't remember. But I said it a moment ago right before the break. And
75
to 57. I have it right in front of my face. I don't know why I wasn't looking at that. But an impressive outing by the Bulldogs, offensively-wise specifically. What did you see that worked for the Bulldogs today?
Honestly, just about everything the Bulldogs did today worked. Evansville North just could not stop any of the Bulldogs' attacks. The Bulldogs were hitting threes. They were hitting mid-range. Besides the start of the fourth quarter, New Albany was hitting layups, and Noah Washington had two crazy dunks in the game. Just a very, very great offensive showing by the Bulldogs, and on defense, the Bulldogs just shut down just about everything Evansville North was doing. Full court press nearly the entire game. Several turnovers before Evansville North even got past midcourt. What did you see, Ethan?
Yeah, something that I touched on earlier in the game was the New Albany's inconsistent defensive press. They seem to have figured out that the defensive press was working for them, and they stuck with it for the second half of the game. Fairly I don't know what's the word for it. They did it a lot. I guess I'll say that. They did it consistently. They were more consistent with their defense. And something that the Evansville North Huskies really struggled with was, I guess, awareness. I mean, some of the passing lanes I feel like were shut down specifically by Reese McKee. He had 5 steals on the game, and we'll get to our Interstate Photo Statistical Recap in a moment, but that's just a little part of it. Reese McKee with 5 steals, that is just something that impacted the game greatly because it just seemed like him and other players were just shutting down passing lanes, and ball distributors for the Huskies, such as Peterick, were just not able to recognize this, and there were a lot of turnovers and fast breaks for the Bulldogs. So I think that's one of the big things that went right for the Bulldogs. What went wrong for the Huskies?
I feel for the Huskies, the biggest thing is for the first couple minutes of the game, New Albany came out super hot, and Evansville North looked defeated 3 minutes into the game, and I don't think they ever got over that hump of playing from behind, even when they were able to get the score within. I think the closest the game was ever after the first 3 minutes was 5 points, 4 or 5 points, and Evansville North just looked defeated from 3-4 minutes into the game, and they were just never able to get out of that hump. And they just could not get it going offensively. Every time they would get a defensive stop, they just could not do anything on offense. And every time they could, New Albany would respond with equal or more points the exact next play.
Yeah, and it's something that we touched on in the halftime show, I believe, was just the shot efficiency from the Bulldogs was so much better than other games have been so far. I think from one guy specifically that we pointed out, Noah Washington, very impressed with his performance tonight. Took a lot of shots that were good shots. I mean, obviously you have a few mixed in there, but some unselfish play from him. Very impressed out of his performance tonight, as well as many others. And I think let's jump into our statistical recap presented by Interstate Photo. Let's look at the scoring leaders for the Bulldogs. As I was saying, the president himself, Noah Washington, leading the way with 22 points. And then we have TJ Washington with some nice threes in the corner, 4 of them, I believe, with 14 points on the night. Those were big momentum shifters, I have to say, during that game. And then we have 10 for Carson Studemeyer, 11 for Reese McKee, 7 for Ashton, Seth Winslow 6, and a very big block that was heard throughout the stadium. Braxton Mayfield with 2, and Grayson Grubbs with 3. That was a layup and a free throw made. So overall for the Bulldogs, very well distributed game. Everybody was getting a lot of scoring opportunities, and then at the end, didn't see a lot of scoring from them, but we did have some JV stars in the game.
We absolutely did.
We had
some players who don't typically get a lot of varsity minutes. It was a very different end to the game versus how the game started.
Right. And so let's take a look at our Evansville North statistical recap now. Scoring leader for Evansville North, Bryson Chapman. Very impressive outing for him. It seemed like every time I would look over, he was the main ball distributor. Wasn't expecting that from him tonight, but he did, and he was the main ball distributor for them. Lance Smith, another guy off the bench with 11 points. Impressive outing for him. Kashmir with 10. And then 6 for Vignolo, 5 for Peterick, and then Johnson with 3, who was a main ball distributor as well, although he wasn't doing anything crazy on the scoring side. I guess another thing we pointed out, there's 3 steals for Peterick, which was, I believe he did have a few turnovers as well, which were intercepted by McKee, who had 5 steals. We touched on that a moment ago, so yeah, that's the very impressive stat sheet for the Bulldogs. Not to take away from what North did as well. They had some very impressive scoring as well, but I think it is time to honor our Plainview Cleaners player of the game. What are we looking at? This is going to be a tough decision for me.
Well,
What do you say for the Bulldogs? What do you think?
This is definitely a really, really, really hard one. I have 2. Well, really, I kind of have 3, but I really have 2 that I'm really like fighting back and forth with, because this was such a well-distributed effort by New Albany, such a team win for the Bulldogs. I think I'm going to have to go. I think I'm going to go with Noah Washington. It was really between him or Seth Winslow. I think were going to be my 2, but I think Noah Washington just several points throughout this game, just had big plays in response that just killed any momentum North was starting to get, because there were a couple times throughout the game where North started to get a couple shots falling, a little bit of momentum going for them, and then Noah would respond with just a fast break dunk, and it just immediately killed all of that momentum. Frustrations mounted. He got fouled a lot during this game. I think I have to give this one to him. What do you think?
Yeah, for me it's between 3 players, but I think I just have to go with I'm going to have to go with TJ Washington, just because he was coming off of 2 games that his performance was less than glorious. It's a great bounce back game for him. 4 threes, all of them from the same spot.
A deep corner 3, not an easy shot.
It got the whole bench standing up, and that's why I'm going to have to give it to him. Another notable mention for me, Noah Washington with 22 points. Some unselfish play from him tonight, and Reese McKee with 5 steals. Really getting things moving. That's going to be our player of the game for New Albany. What do you think about the Huskies? I think it's pretty clear for me.
I'm going to have you go first for this one then, because
okay, I have to say Bryson Chapman leading the way. He was the main ball distributor tonight, and saw a lot of stuff out of him tonight I was very impressed with. A lot of putbacks off the offensive rebound. Very impressed with his performance tonight, and I think he is very deserving of our Plainview Cleaner player of the game.
No, I'll definitely agree with that. The only other name I'd like to throw in there is Lance Smith off the bench. Had some of the cleanest play that Evansville North had. Evansville North had a decent amount of just sloppy plays, and I think off the bench he definitely was a major contributor to the Evansville North offense. But I definitely agree that Bryce Chapman is the player of the game for Evansville North.
And that's about going to wrap up our post-game show with Candy Pierce and Jan Shorts Realtors. The Bulldogs will be back in action tomorrow night at 7:30 against Jasper at home. That is going to be senior night I believe. It is senior night for the Bulldogs. It is senior night. I don't know if it's senior night. I think it is senior night, but that's going to be at home at 7:30. And we are looking forward to that game. For Samantha Young, I'm Ethan Beliles, and I'm going to be out. Thank you for joining us tonight for some Bulldog basketball action. You are listening to 88.1 WNAS New Albany.